All right, konnichiwa, and hello, one and all. Candace Otaku is here with you today. Hope everyone's doing well. It is November 28th, 2022, and about 4 or 5 days ago, actually, it was just on Thanksgiving Day, I tested positive for COVID, and this is probably the first day I've felt almost good. Still a little weak and tired, and head still stuffed up, but compared to the weekend, I feel a lot better. So that's why I wanted to say I hope everyone's doing well because, yeah, it was finally my turn to get the COVID, and it's not fun at all. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Sorry, need to clear out my throat. Yeah, gonna try to do this as best as I can. Um, so yeah, I had mentioned in previous streams and videos I had sent over some cards to a couple different grading companies, and this was the other one. The name of this company is called AGS, Automated Grading Systems. Their main system is called RoboGrading, and I sent in about a dozen cards to them, and just to experiment because I first got introduced to these by someone who was selling graded cards on Whatnot. I bought one of them because it was something I really liked, and the company that they used I had never heard of before and was kind of interested, so thought I'd check it out. And yeah, it's a unique little company. They use a high tech, like kind of a scanning computer to grade the cards for you. Supposedly the machine can do like 1,000 cards a day, and I believe, yeah, this submission I'd sent in around the end of October, so like October 31st is when they would have received it on their end, and this package had come to me on, I believe it was the day after Thanksgiving, so can't really remember the day since I wasn't really feeling well. So it was about 3 business weeks, more or less, which really can't complain. Um, and the CGC one was the big surprise there with their super fast return, which I do have one more thing to mention about them once we're done here. Um, but yeah, had sent in several cards, just a little bit here, a little bit there, just to see what they would grade and um, see what kind of grades I would actually get. And right now they're kind of starting off on the small side. They will do different things like Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, a few sports cards, I think MetaZoo even, and then maybe a couple other anime inspired deals. They have an option that if you are doing your submission and you can't find what you're looking for, you could manually add one. That's kind of a hit and miss deal, as you'll see with my submission here. But yep, it came in a larger box, and then the one thing I did like about this company is that they put the slabs in this nice little box here for you, and then the top comes off just like that, and then your graded cards are in there to show for you. So yep, I'll go ahead and get those out to show you what all I'd submitted, and then of course there's some that I attempted to, didn't have any luck, which was fine. I was just kind of doing this out of curiosity to see what they will turn out like, and if this would be one that I would recommend. I do believe with theirs, starting submission prices are around, I think, $18 a card, and then if you do a larger submission, the price would go down a little bit, but still not a bad price for the turnaround time that they have. So yeah, the first one I did was a nothing too special. It's just a Lucario Black Star promo from I guess a Sun and Moon set back in 2017, and as you can see with their slabs here, they got like their little logo, the AGS logo on the front and the back there. And then, of course, like with most of the other card companies, they got their logo there, your card number there in their system, and then all the information there, and then what it ended up grading. And of course, the back of the card, with the RoboGrading, the AGS, and your number again. And then the QR code, which is a very handy thing, which I'll show you afterwards. Technically can't do it on here since this is my phone, so I can't really scan it that way. But I'll show you what it would do if you scan the QR code on the back. All right, next up here we had the Radiant Steelix from Lost Origin. So a fairly new card. This is one that I had ended up getting off of a Whatnot auction, so I thought I'd go ahead and send it in, and ended up getting a Mint 9 as well. I just like the, that kind of prism design on the Radiant there. So I thought that was pretty nice. All right. Got a Mint Plus, a 9.5 on the Metal Saucer from Sword and Shield. I think this was like one of the few gold cards that I got. Actually, I think I might have bought this one at a game shop in Kearney, Nebraska, like a year or two ago, and then just finally decided that I was going to send it into a company and get it graded. Oh, and I just noticed the color on the back of the label there. Okay, yeah, let me show that off right quick, because some of this I'm learning on my own as well. So like on a 9, it's got a blue border around it, and then the blue on the back. A 9.5, it's gold around the border and on the back. And I should mention, I had just opened the package today because, I didn't want to get anything infected with my ick or whatever. But these were already bagged, which is also another great thing I'm liking about this company. You get your own little custom holding box, and they got them pre-sleeved for you. So that's big kudos to them. So yeah, I did send in a few Pokemon cards, and then I think the rest were Dragon Ball Z. So yep, here's what is Gotank's Earth-Shattering Might, 9.5 Mint Plus. And these are ones I'm not really sure if there's any real value to them or not. These are ones that I didn't send to CGC, but I thought, they might be worth a little something, so I sent them into this company to see how well they would grade. There's 3 of them that, I would be willing to sell, this one included. And then there's, I think the last 2 in the back are ones for me, and the second to last one will be especially poignant for me, and you'll see why. And then we had the Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, what was it, Combat Instincts, also 9.5. I was gonna say, I think the lowest I've ever gotten on a Dragon Ball Super card was the, it might have been like that 8 or 8.5. I can't remember now what it was, on Android 18. These cards have usually been pretty good on the grading scale. All right, and then Godly Aptitudes, Super Saiyan God Son Goku. I think just like a promo card, but I guess it does say it right there. So this is one that was from one of the, like a box topper from one of the sets, and decided to get that graded just to see how well it would do. And again, good grade on it. I do like the fact that they have the color differences on the stickers here for the higher grade. All right, now here's the big one. I wasn't expecting to get such a good grade on it, but that's quite all right with me, because this is one I pulled myself. Actually, I guess this one does. Unless I can't really tell for sure. It looks like it's got the same color border and everything. But yeah, this is a gem mint, so it's a 10, and that's on Beerus Destructive Villain. You know, this is one that's probably not really worth anything, but, you know, just genuinely surprised that, you know, for this system that's supposed to, you know, computer graded, so it will detect any little imperfection. And it said that it was, you know, maybe some little minor flaws here and there, but nothing that's going to do any worse. So, according to them, they would say if you set this into CGC or PSA or Beckett, any other company, it should be a 10. All right. And then lastly, I do have one more here. I think this was another one I got from a Whatnot auction and decided to send in. And that is Realm of Gods Beerus Destroys. And it got the 9.5 mint plus. So yeah, kind of getting into the deal now where, you know, if there's people selling singles online or mostly on Whatnot, if I like the look of it, I will take the gamble, buy it from them, and then if it looks really nice, or if I want to keep it for my own personal collection, send it in to get graded. And let's see, 4.9, 4.8, 4.7. Okay, so yeah, those ones were in sequential order, or numerical order, I should say. And there were, unfortunately, a few cards that I sent in that just could not be graded for whatever reason. My guess is that it's just because I did not give them enough information, because their website says that they can grade... oh, that's tape. Okay. The Dragon Ball Heroes cards, and these ones were Dragon Ball Heroes cards, but of course, just the unfortunate case of, you know, nothing that was in their system, so they probably didn't really have any information to go off of. Could possibly try again and just see if I could get more information to add to the descriptions. If not, it's no big deal. I'd asked about another card. Those Cube cards that I sent in the CGC that got returned to me. I'd contacted this company to see if they would be grading the precious memory cards at any time. Right now, the answer was no, but they said possibly within the next few months, since they are trying to add more companies. But yeah, they were just some more Beerus cards from the Dragon Ball Heroes. So, you know, some Japanese-based cards. These ones are a lot older than some of the others I've seen have been graded. I think these ones were back in 2015. So yeah, several years old. So if I would have had the time to, or if I would have put in more time to do some looking up and, you know, trying to do more research on them to get like the name of the set it was from, might have had a better chance of getting them graded. But as it is right now, I can't complain. I'm pretty happy with this first trial with the company. The other side of the case will be, you know, what I do decide to sell. Like those other Dragon Ball cards, the Go Tanks, the Goku, the Bardock. The main question is going to be what I could get for him, because some people are still biased. They say if it's not, you know, Beckett or PSA, it's not worth anything. This company seems to know what they're doing. Like I said, I just taking a chance with them to send it in, see what kind of grading I could get, and I'm pretty happy with the results I got. I don't know if I can... Well, actually, I could show you here right quick. Hopefully the screen's not going to be reflecting too much of my ugly mug, but we'll just take the risk there. I got the deal showing on the background there. That's their website, RoboGrading. Yeah, it's robograding.com, capital R, capital G. You can go onto Pop Report. Well, if I can hit it. This will show you like their page of like what they do accept, like Pokemon, MetaZoo, Dragon Ball card game, Yu-Gi-Oh, basketball, baseball, football, hockey, soccer. Those are kind of vague, but you can put any information. That one I don't know. That one I don't know. Digimon, the Super Dragon Ball Heroes. That's those like Beerus cards I showed, but you know, get the information first. You get all the information you can when you're doing a manual submission, and that'll make it a lot easier. A lot of times, if it's already in their system, it'll auto-populate the stuff for you. But let's say like that one card I had, the Gem Mint 10. So if you were to scan the back of that card, the QR code with your phone, you could get this information here. So yeah, this was the card itself. The Gem Mint 10. It says it's got an AGS population of 1, which means that there's only been one graded, which is mine. And it will give you more stats there, like the 10, 10, 9.9, 9.9, which awesome. And yeah, a lot more detailed information on it, like edges, corners. The back of the card was basically flawless. And it'll give you the population report, like, you know, if there's anything that was a poor ranking. And then, of course, the one Gem Mint 10 there, which is mine. And it'll even give you, like, their scans, the images there. Kind of hard to see. But, yeah, like the centering, if there's any nicks or dents in the card, you know, if the edges are clear, corners are good. So yeah, it does give you a whole bunch of information on those, which I think is pretty impressive. And it's in their database, so once you get a card graded, it's in there forever. So for first experience with this company, I'm really happy with it. I would like to try and send some more stuff to them in the future, mostly, you know, stuff that I'm hoping I could get sent in. Like I did get a box of the Super Dragon Ball Heroes cards. That's, I think, a fairly new set, so I'm not sure if it's actually going to show up in their system yet or not, because I would really hate to go and do the whole process of punching and everything manually and then them not having enough information on their end to do it. But for the ones that they can do, I think it's pretty good. I think it's worth checking out their website if you're ever curious. And of course, that website again is the robograding.com. And one more thing before I get done today. I mentioned I had one more card waiting to come back from CGC, and that did come in just the other day. And it's not a huge deal. It's a unique one. That's the main thing, because it's from Generations back in 2016. It's only a golem, but if it will focus here, maybe. There we go. Yeah, you can see it says it's an 8.5 near mint, which, yeah, it's fine, but you can see it says error on there. And I don't know if you can really tell from here. It's kind of hard to see, you know, with the glare and all that. But if I flip it around, they do put in their descriptions what the error is. So it says 1 square corner. So if we go down here, you can see right there we got a miscut. So square corner on there. This is one that I had gotten from, it was a person at YouTube's, or streams on YouTube, and sells packs online, and will open them on there for you and set out the hits. And this is one I happened to get, and that was a few years ago. And just now finally decided to send it in. And of course, because it is from, or one that's marked as an error, takes a little bit more time for them to, thoroughly go over it, see what the error is, and actually, basically say if it's, a correct error or not, something that can make it stand out from the rest. That was one of the few times I've had a card with a square corner on it. I think I might have had another one before, but this is one that was actually a half decent card, a Golem EX. Granted, I think its only value is like maybe $5 raw, and graded not so much more, like maybe 10. Being excuse me. Oh, knock stuff over. Don't care doing it live. Anyway, since this might be the only Golem EX error out there in the wild, that could bring up the value to maybe $10. Who knows? Obviously it's not something I'm like expecting to get a huge amount for. If there's anyone that's got an interest in it, I'd be more than happy to sell it to them. My voice is starting to go. Still not 100%. I probably shouldn't have done this today, but want to get something out for people to watch. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you again soon, and until next time, I'll see you later, and take care.